so much for speaking with Sky News. You've talked about a revolution afoot. What would it take to deliver that, in your view?
Two things. One, free and fair elections. We want people of Pakistan to decide who governs them. We don't want a bunch of crooks imposed on us by buying loyalties of about 20 of our members of parliament and spending about $20-30 million and toppling our government. And known crooks, 60% of cabinet is on bail. So we want rights, we want the powerful to be brought under the law. At the moment, there are two laws in Pakistan, one for the poor, which don't have access to justice, and the powerful are above law.
How far are you willing to go to deliver change?
Well, it's not politics for me, it's a mission. Someone like me who the Almighty blessed me with everything. I never had to go to politics, and I never would choose politics as a career, but it was a mission that we want this country to have justice and law, the rule of law. And my contention is that prosperity comes after rule of law. First, you have to establish the rule of law. My contention is that most of the developing world is poor because they don't have rule of law.
The government are concerned about violence. They've talked about credible terrorist threats. Are you worried about that?
The only terrorist threat for us is the government and their handlers. Why would anyone want to, with families, children, women, if you see the people who are with us, why would anyone want to target them? So it is just the government which is petrified. The government is petrified of the people. They are petrified of elections, because since I've been ousted from power, we've had 37 by-elections. We have won 29, despite the government be supported by the establishment, the powerful establishment. You rarely ever win against them. The election commission is totally biased. Despite that, we have won 29 out of 37. So the last thing they want are elections. And what the country wants are elections, because right now the political uncertainty is destroying our economy, because the political uncertainty has led to economic uncertainty. And all economic indicators are that we are heading down. So there is only one way out of this mess, and that are free and fair elections.
You've raised the possibility of bloodshed. Do you think that likely? What would it take to stop this march?
There is absolutely no reason why there should be bloodshed, because it is my right, constitutional right, to protest peacefully. I'm confident that, and I've been on the road for 6 months now. What I've seen, I'm confident that I will be able to direct it through elections. I will be able to direct this through elections and bring about a change. But, the other possibility is, you would not want it to go the other way.
Your critics call you corrupt. They say you are in part responsible for some of the economic woes of this country. Is there anything that you would do differently this time?
Well, firstly, we inherited a bankrupt country. And all this is, by the way, every year is published the Economic Survey of Pakistan, where you have all the economic growth rate, industry, agriculture, the growth rate, and so on. So it's all documented. Every year it's published. All you have to do is see what it was in 2018. Country was bankrupt. Despite 2 years of COVID-19, in our third and fourth year, it's documented. In 17 years, we had the best economic growth rate of 5.7% and 6%. We had the highest exports in our history record, highest tax collection in our history. We had highest remittances, in other words, dollars coming in from overseas Pakistanis. The agriculture was growing at 4.5%. This is an agricultural country, which is, after 17 years, the best agriculture growth. From that position, When we were removed, the country collapsed. Today we are heading towards default. We will not be able to service our debts. Industries going down, exports going down, remittances. So where we left, that was the biggest conspiracy against us. And the reason why you see people, they see the difference, where the country was heading then and now.
So just to be clear though, there is nothing different you would do if you rose to power again?
I would do one thing. Well, I would not take power if I had a weak government like I had before. It was a coalition government, thin minority, always. I was not strong enough to implement rule of law. I could not bring the powerful mafias under the law because they had ways of weakening me or blackmailing me. So I would only take power this time if I have the numbers in the National Assembly. And if you're strong enough in a parliamentary democracy with a clear majority, only then can you implement rule of law, which I could not before.